Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, hi, hello, my name is Lauren. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my best tips and tricks for using Pinterest to help drive traffic to your Etsy shop. So if you're ready to start driving crazy traffic and start making a ton of new sales on your Etsy shop, you're gonna wanna stick around for this video. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into it. So first things first, I'm gonna start off with some basics when it comes to Pinterest. If you are just starting out with Pinterest, you have a little bit of work you need to do to make sure you're all set up and ready to go. First thing is first, obviously creating an account, and I would highly suggest making a business account because when you make a Pinterest business page, you can link your Etsy shop as well as your website or blog if you had one, and you can actually make buyable pins so people can buy your items straight from Pinterest. But of course, when you set up your Pinterest page, there are a couple of different things you need to think about. Obviously, your name. You probably want it to match your Etsy shop if that's what you're going to be focusing on using it for. You'll want to set up a couple of different boards that you're going to be pinning to. So one board that catches all of your items for your shop. And then I suggest making boards that are other items related to what you sell. I was doing one for my t-shirt shop. I might have different boards for like boho items, teacher t-shirts, vacation or trip shirts, and things of that sort. So plan on making several different types of boards that you can repost all of your pins to with all of your new items in your shop. Don't forget to include a good banner as well as your logo. This is really, really important so that people can recognize you from their Etsy shop to your Pinterest page and vice versa. That is really good for branding. I also suggest putting your Etsy link in your bio. Use that bio in Pinterest. Tell them what you sell, tell them what you're all about, what your style is, what your branding is. Put it there so that if someone visits your Pinterest page, they literally have the link right in front of their face to go and check it out. So now that you have your logo, you have your banner, you have your link in your bio, and your bio is filled out, and you also have a business Pinterest account, and finally you've got all of those boards ready to go. You don't necessarily need to fill them all up right away, but those boards are a great way to draw more attention. You want to label your boards something that somebody's going to be searching for. I have a client that I do Pinterest work for their Etsy shop, and they sell a lot of really cute like nursery and children's room printable like wall art. And so for them, we have a whole board where they have all of their shop's items all in one place. My dog is trying to get some attention. And then we also have boards for them that are all broken up into categories that people might be searching for. So those are the keywords you would maybe even include in your title of your items. Things like boho nursery decor or little boy decor or baby boy nursery decor. Think about the keywords that people will be searching for and trying to find when they're on Pinterest to get inspiration, and use that to name those boards so that you have more chances of people finding you. Now, obviously, having the boards and just throwing all your items on there and never coming back to it again may drive you a little bit of sales to your shop. But what you're gonna need to be doing is actually repinning content as well as making new pins as often as possible. So I prefer to do 2 to 3 new pins a day, especially for my clients. So that could be you pinning new items that you have in your shop. It could be you pinning the same item from your shop but with a different photo, okay? Kind of like an A/B testing to see if one does better than the other. This could also be repinning, and repinning is the #1 way to draw more traffic to your Etsy shop. So now your question probably is, okay, well, Lauren, then what is repinning? Please explain this to me because I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't worry, guys. In order to repin, you need to have already pinned your items somewhere on your Pinterest page. So this might be on that catch-all board, and then you can repin one pin onto another board. That means that your pin is stored in several different locations so that more people are able to find it, and it's going to be easier for people to search for it and see it. Moving into my next tip. This is where repinning really starts driving crazy traffic to your Etsy shop, and that is by using what are called group boards. Group boards are where multiple Pinterest accounts are pinning to the same board. They usually have really high follower accounts. Plus, every time you pin there, you are getting a whole brand new audience of eyes. People that aren't already following you or just finding you by luck in the search. You are putting your items literally in front of people who are already looking for them. Now, I personally like to only pin to Etsy related boards, and there are a ton of Etsy related group boards out there. In fact, I have actually an entire spreadsheet with over 100 different Etsy related Pinterest group boards. I sell it on my second Etsy shop, and I'll link it right here if you guys want to go and check it out. It will take all of the hard work of going to find all of these group boards and following them. It literally took me a year to find all of these, you guys. So I'm saving you some time and energy, and quite honestly, you can literally make your money back in like one sale. So it is definitely worth it. I have a ton of people who have used it on my shop and absolutely love it. Here are some lovely things that people have said about them. I personally use all of these boards on this list, and that's how I drive a ton of outside traffic to my Etsy shop. All of these boards are Pinterest related shops and people who are looking for items on Etsy. What's great about group boards is that when items are being repinned to those boards and then other people start repinning your items, it helps for your items or your pins to go viral. And this is where you're gonna start seeing some crazy traffic to your shop. If you're consistent with repinning, like especially your popular items out there that you already know people love, people are going to start repinning it to their pages, and then other people will repin it, and then other people save it. And then you start getting all this crazy traffic, and it starts growing and your pins go viral, and so many people are starting to visit your shop. That is why group boards are my favorite way of drawing outside traffic from Pinterest to my Etsy shop, because they honestly have the biggest impact, and you honestly don't even have to have a big following on Pinterest to make them work. You can literally have 0 followers, go and join a bunch of these Pinterest boards, and then start repinning to them, and you'll start seeing an increase in traffic, you guys, I promise. Especially if your items are really well photographed. Which brings me to my next point, is that it's really important that when you are using Pinterest to drive traffic, that you have to focus on the photo as well as SEO for Pinterest. Yes, it still counts. You spend all those countless hours coming up with your SEO, your keywords, titles, tags, and description for your item. Use them on your Pinterest page. Whenever you are pinning the item, you need to choose the best photo. You need to start using your SEO and keywords for your item in your title and your description. And you can also include hashtags in your description, so that is really helpful as well. Big tip though. Pinterest is all about vertical images. So if your item is very wide and short, it's not going to do that well on the Pinterest algorithm. When people are scrolling through, it's going to be a lot tinier and it's going to be harder to see your item. So find an image that is vertical and tall and more skinny, and it's gonna do better on the algorithm when people are searching through Pinterest to find it. You can do this by actually cropping your image within Pinterest. If you drag and drop your own photo into Pinterest when you're making a new pin, then you can actually have the option to do like a 1x1 and like a 2x3 and then like, I don't know, 4x6. Honestly, don't quote me on that. I have no idea. But it's like 3 different sizes, and you want to try and go with the most vertical one because that's the one that's going to look the best when people are scrolling through on Pinterest. And my last tip for you guys is that you need to stay consistent with this. Pinterest loves to see that you are on there daily working to repin your content, make new pins, you're active on group boards, you're active on your own profile. They love to see that you are constantly on there and pinning items. Now, if you don't have a ton of time and you don't want to spend your entire day pinning to Pinterest, then you can use a tool that I love and personally use called Tailwind. Tailwind is a Pinterest scheduler, so you can pick items that you want to repin or pin new and schedule them to go out at certain times of the day to certain boards. And yes, you can pin to multiple boards at a time. So if you want to make a group of boards, like all of your group boards that you want to join, and then put them all on a little list and then pin one item to all of them, you can do that. And that saves so much time, you guys, and it's crazy. Like, It's so helpful. It saves a ton of time. It's just the most useful tool I've ever come across when it comes to Pinterest. So I'll leave a link down below for it if you guys want to go and check it out. It is an affiliate link, so if you sign up, I think I get a small commission. But I want to know below, how many of you guys are already using Pinterest for your shop? And if you are, please let me know what your Pinterest link is. I would love to go and give you guys a follow. I think that would be so fun if we could do a little follow train down below in the comments of all of our little Pinterest accounts so we can all go repin and share each other's items and just be super supportive. Right here on the screen, I'm going to put for you guys another Pinterest related video that I think you are going to love to watch next. Trust me, it's a good one. And I'm going to put my entire Etsy playlist. So if you want to go and binge watch a bunch more Etsy related tips, I have a ton, you guys. I'm also going to put my subscribe button if you guys want to stick around on my channel for more videos. I make new ones every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And lastly, I'm going to put the Pinterest group boards that I mentioned earlier in this video so that you guys can go and check them out if you want to. And without further ado, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys!